John is saying, don't deny he was the Messiah, because that's what they were trying to do. The people were saying he was not the Messiah, and what he did on the cross meant nothing, that he was not sent from God. You know, the book of Matthew is to the Jews. Just give you a Bible lesson here. The Jews were expecting the Messiah. And I love Jewish people because they're God's people from the text. And I grew up in Chesterfield, and all my friends were Jewish. But the one difference is at that time, they said he is not the Messiah. I'm talking back then. Anybody today knows that Jesus was the Messiah. You don't have to be a Bible scholar to know today that he was the one that actually came. And yes, just say it. Isaiah said it. We know he was. Let's not skip passages. Some are taught to skip those verses now because there's no denying that Christ indeed was the Messiah. But at that time, they said he is not him. He has not come yet, because they expected a lion when he showed up in the form of a lamb. But that's why you hear about the lion and the lamb, because in order to conquer, you had to be a vulnerable lamb on the cross. And they didn't understand that. And that's what's so powerful about this. And so those at that time, I'm trying to give you context here, not call out I don't want to like get unpolitically correct here. I was trying to call out at that time, they were the ones saying crucify him. Because they said that is not him. What he did was not of the Christ, and many of them actually became Christians. Where do you think the book of Acts came from? There was no Christians. They weren't from, they were from a little bit of everywhere, but they were in Jerusalem. Those were Jews converted to proselytes, to Christians. That was the beginning of the faith, because their heart changed and they left that Antichrist spirit. So that's really cool. And that's all the separation is between darkness and light. Those in and those out is saying he really is. And if he really is, I lock arms with that. And I commit to that. And I have to abide in that. Because if I don't lock arms with that, I am not abiding in him. I'm just aware of it. It's just a book on my shelf. There's a huge difference. That's why we have to recognize who he is.